Someone hurting you doesn't give you the right to harbor resentment against them. It is only going to tear you down more than it's going to tear them down. Hi, my name is Shanice. I am your internet healing bestie here to teach you all things self love, self growth, mindset change, and healing overall. If that is things that you're into, go ahead and give me a sub, like, and comment anything that you want to talk about. Maybe you're getting your feelings out. This is a safe place. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. Now, this video is not planned, but I do feel like a lot of people need to hear exactly what I mean by someone hurting you does not give you the right to harbor resentment against them. I know it's so easy for a lot of people to just build up that anger against someone because of something they did to you, but it doesn't help at all. And maybe you think you have the right to play victim. Oh, this person hurted me, they cheated on me, they stole money from me, they did terrible things to you, right? And so you're like, yeah, I have the right to play victim, and nobody's diminishing your pain here. But what I am saying is it does not help at all. It makes you feel more sad. The more you think about what a person did to you, the more you're just going to go in circles, and that person is ultimately going to have control over you. Do you want somebody who you don't even like to have control over you? And first of all, they don't even know they have control over you. And you probably don't know they have control over you too. But the more you harbor resentment and anger and frustration or whatever towards them, and you hold on to that, that is the moment that you are letting go of all control that you have over your emotions, and you're letting someone else control it, whether you know it or not, whether they know it or not. So yesterday I was having a conversation with my cousin. She is only 10 years old, and we were talking about somebody that she really doesn't like. And she was like, I'm gonna hold a grudge. I don't like that this person said that. She is a words of affirmations person, so any hurtful words against her that isn't like resolved right there, like explained, like, hey, I'm sorry, or apologized over right there, she harbors it. She harbors it in, and she remembers it, and she does not forgive. She's not a forgive and forget type of person. Not by far. So I was having a talk with her about how that actually affects your heart. Emotionally and actually physically, it makes your heart more cold. And I think it is important that we learn to forgive people from a distance. You don't even have to tell them. Forgiveness is mainly for you. But I was telling her, hey, I think it's really important that we forgive people for our own sake, and we just categorize them, and we don't harbor resentment or anger against them, because it's not going to affect them. They are out there living their life, have no idea that you're harboring this resentment against them, unless you're making it really clear, unless you're petty on top of the resentment, unless you're petty and you're doing stuff, back to them, which is still going to, like, is going to deter your character. It's going to deter your character. Trust. um I was like, it's going to hurt your heart. It really is. Like, you don't even know it because you're only 10, but you holding on to those words are only going to make you more mad at yourself and make you start to believe those words. The most repeated words we say to ourselves, even if it's not our thoughts and it was somebody else that said it, becomes our beliefs. And then our beliefs becomes our values. So to whoever is on the other side of the screen, it is easier to say, okay, I know this person hurt me. I am going to feel my emotions because, like I said, we are not diminishing anybody's pain, but we want to move on from that pain and not let this person have the control over us. So you're going to say, like, okay, I am going to feel my emotions. I can be upset. I can be angry. You have the right to be upset. You have the right to be angry. But harboring that angriness, that anger, that upset, like, that's not going to get you anywhere. So I have the right to feel my emotions, but I also have the right to choose not to let that emotion that somebody else brought up in me control me for a long period of time. And so the crazy thing is that the people who you're harboring these negative emotions against, who you're wishing bad for, who you're wasting your energy on, they don't even think about you. They don't even think about you. And you're probably thinking, well, yes, they do, because they did this, blah, blah, blah. They keep ruining my life. Trust, they don't even think about you. So, do you want to keep moving through life, wasting your energy, trying to wish something negative on somebody who did something negative to you? Or do you want to use your energy to find a solution, to find a better ground, to be more peaceful within yourself? I think karma is real. And I think once you let that emotion go, that negative emotion, that resentment, that anger, that you built up over a thing, let it go, that karma will finally reveal itself, and that karma will come to get the other person. For me, as God, I think God will fight my battles. So anything that is going on, I know that God is fighting my battles. I have to just go to prayer. I go to prayer and I say, God, I pray for peace. I pray over my heart. I don't want to have any resentment. I don't want to have any bitterness towards this person. God, please reveal to me how I can let go of this bitterness and this resentment. And through that, I get like a lot of peace from prayer. So through that, I get a lot of peace, and then the other person gets their karma, because God has seen that I am ready to move on, and that I'm not trying to handle it, lean on my own understanding and handle it and everything. But when it comes to karma, I also want to let you know that you may not see the karma that they are getting. You may not see that bad karma that they are getting, and you have to be okay with that. You can't be like, okay, karma's gonna handle it or whatever, God's gonna handle it, and expect to see that, because that means you're still holding on. You're still holding on to the negative energy, to the resentment, to the anger, to wanting to see something bad happen to them. It's not good in the long run. What's the saying? I think it goes, do unto others what you want onto you, something like that. So them doing bad onto you is going to come back onto them. You have to focus on the good. You have to control your emotions. Easier said than done, but I promise it's worth it in the long run. Peace is worth it in the long run. This topic, or this general video, reminds me of the scripture. I don't know the number. I'm still studying. I'm a baby disciple, but it says something about be quick to listen, slow to speak back, slow to anger. And I think this goes with this whole, you know, and be quick to listen. This does not always mean like be quick to listen to the other person if they're trying to give you an excuse or anything like that. But definitely focus on the last two parts. Be slow to speak back, be slow to anger, because you putting that negative energy out in the air is only going to make you more of a negative person. It's going to taint your heart, and soon you'll become in a deeper place of harboring all that resentment, all that hatefulness, that is going to be extremely hard to turn back. Anyways, y'all, that's my little rant, okay? Because I'm just like, y'all like being angry at somebody who doesn't even think about you is like such a crazy concept. It really is. And I'm just like, I don't hold grudges. I'm not spiteful, I'm not petty, and I'm just really peaceful, and that's all because of God, really. But that's all because I realized in early on that it does not benefit me to harbor resentment, to keep holding on to these things, and trust. There's a lot of things that I could have held on, like a lot of things that I could have held on, as to why I had to start my healing journey. But it's better to just let it go. And I'm also not saying that you have to forgive right away. It takes a lot to forgive, but forgiveness isn't for them. Forgiveness is for yourself. So forgive when you're ready, after feeling your emotions. Feel your emotions, okay? Realize that harboring those negative emotions isn't going to do anything for you. Then forgive them. Yes. I mean, yes, forgive them. You don't have to tell them. And then categorize that person and move on. Like, I know I'm saying it like so simply because I've been through this process multiple times, but let karma handle it. And you also have to be okay with not seeing that karma get to them. You also have to be okay with that. I want better for you, bestie, and I know you want better for yourself, okay? I want you to have a heart of gold, to succeed in multiple things in your life. That includes your emotions, your mental, your physical health, your spiritual health. So if this video has resonated with you, go ahead and give me a sub, and then come back for our next conversation next week. Much love, Shanice.